Is it fact or political ideology? School board meetings across the country have become a debate ground for what is taught, what is read, and how gender identity is addressed. In a poll 538 conducted with Perry Undum and YouGov, they found that 48% of likely midterm voters either somewhat or strongly agree that high schools are trying to teach liberal propaganda. And now school board candidates are taking on these political concerns.
There is a lot of misinformation, and unfortunately it continues to spread. Parents need to know and do their own research and talk to their teachers and talk to the administrators.
Civil discourse is a good thing, but so often it ends up in this divisive, unproductive moment in time at the board.
School board members now have more influence than ever over what's taught in the classroom and what stays at home. And parents are casting their votes.
I am disgusted by your bigotry.
Tension from local and national politics has spilled over into school board meetings.
Why are you even doing this? Why are you even here? You obviously hate us, but we're not going anywhere.
Thank you so much for speaking.
In a poll 538 conducted with Perry Undum and YouGov, likely voters were asked if they thought students in high school should learn about 8 specific issues. 59% said students should learn about systemic racism, 51% said they should learn about critical race theory, and less than 50% said students should learn about different gender identities beyond male and female. And new legislation, like the Parental Rights and Education bill in Florida, could deepen the growing divide, limiting what can be taught in schools, especially around race and gender issues. But Florida isn't alone. At least 26 states have pre-filed or introduced similar bills, according to Future Ed. And in Sarasota County, Florida, the fight over this legislation fueled a competitive school board race between 2 candidates on opposite sides of the issues.
So currently I am campaigning full-time. I resigned from my job in June so I could fully concentrate on this campaign. I am a product of the Sarasota County public school system, and last summer I started paying attention to all of the attention that school board was getting. Mainly the 2 issues were masks and critical race theory. It was just a lot of big feelings on both sides, with those wanting masks and those not wanting them, and then the whole myth of CRT being in our schools, which we know it was not.
Hi, how are you? Bridget, good to see you, yes. I am a Sarasota County School Board member running for re-election. Some of the division that we're seeing is there is a consistent feeling that parents voice, every parent, that is not being heard and recognized and taking with validity. We need to celebrate the diverse community that we serve. We also recognize that we have a role that we play and that some of these discussions are meant for families to decide when to have them.
This is an important election. This race has been one of the most expensive school board races in the entire country, if not the entire country. This is a high-profile race.
And high stakes for school board seats also means that campaign spending has started to look more like it does in a state-level race. Both Singleton and Ziegler reached over $140,000 in donations each, according to the Sarasota School Board Election Committee, making it one of the most expensive.
Unfortunately, school boards are, they have been nonpartisan, but they are becoming more political. We've definitely seen that in the local landscape, and over the past 2 years, it has been very politicized, and it should not be.
You need like Bridget Ziegler. We should have her in every meeting.
Each party every year is always involved, so it's nothing new. It's what you always hear for people to discredit, like, oh, we need to, the politics, that they're just playing politics. I see politics on the school board.
As the political fight around education grows, schools are having a harder time than ever filling open teaching jobs. Sarasota School District reported having 81 job openings. A survey of Sarasota County teachers this summer showed just how low morale is. 80% of respondents said recent legislation has had a negative impact on student performance, and 77% believe the Parents' Rights Movement has led to negative developments for teachers.
There's a lot of people that believe that indoctrination is going on in our schools. Teachers barely have time to teach what they're supposed to teach, let alone sneaking in anything else.
I would say the extreme, vast, super majority of our teachers don't wake up in the morning and say, how can I indoctrinate a child today? I know that's not the case. What's so frustrating is that you see it find its way through supplemental material.
But even as politics slowly dominates the school board race, children remain at the core, with many being left behind academically. According to the Sarasota County School District, third grade satisfactory reading levels are showing a downward trend in Sarasota.
A child's only job is to go to school and get good grades, and parents shouldn't have to worry about the schooling and the education that their child is receiving. And I'd like to see us get back to that.
On election night, Ziegler held onto her seat. According to the Herald Tribune, it was one of the largest nonpartisan elections the area has ever seen.
And I always wanted to make sure, and have been consistent with this and will continue to do, to be a voice for parents and give them a seat at the table. That is my role as a public servant.